now we have number 16. Wow, that was a terrible drumming. Let me try it again. There we go. Aaron Rodgers. Now, again, are we sure he's better than Tim Duncan? I don't know. I also realize I may have meant to put a different Aaron here, but we'll talk about that next show. There's room to change. But anyway, there are times where Aaron Rodgers has appeared to be the best quarterback I have ever seen. There has never been a time that I have thought Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback I have ever seen. There's never been a time that I thought that Cam Newton was the best quarterback that I have ever seen, just from watching him. I will be honest with you. There has never been a time that just from watching him that I have thought Tom Brady was the best quarterback I've ever seen. Like with Tom Brady, you got to think about it, and then you get to the conclusion. But it's not like, wow, look at that. Aaron Rodgers throwing a football has so much. Oh my God, I can't.
Throws only Aaron, at the time you thought only Aaron Rodgers could make.
Throws. This sounds like a crazy thing maybe to say, and maybe not the most important thing to bring up, but I do think it speaks to a degree of testament to like what you get from the Aaron Rodgers world. He is the best Hail Mary thrower I have ever seen. He is the only person that I have seen throw multiple Hail Marys that I believe he was truly throwing it to a spot.
Right.
And the spot was directly behind all the defensive players that are going to try to jump up and get the ball, and there will be some guy just there to catch it. Like, he's that dude. He's also way more athletic than I think people really gave him credit for. Like, the concern that I had about where he would be after the Achilles is because if Aaron Rodgers isn't really that athletic, then you're not getting the same thing, right? And athletic is not just simply about the ability to move. It's about the ability to move and throw it while you're moving, go these crazy directions and everything else. Now, yes, he has become weirdo. What a weirdo. He's
I mean, as someone who's having a tough week, I can imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I imagine he might be canvassing. He might be in the streets. Over that Epstein boy, he might be out here sending letters. He might quit his job to dedicate himself like, what was it now? Like Maya Moore. He might, another honorable mention, others receiving votes, person on this list. He might be
someone dedicated to a cause, their cause.
Got to get it done. Somebody's got to make it happen. But I do think that ultimately Aaron Rodgers is going to be thought of for the Super Bowls, not the Super Bowls that he didn't win, but the Super Bowls he didn't get to.
Right.
Now, how much of that is his fault becomes an interesting question. They've come close, like they had that year against Seattle, where they want to say it was 2014, where Seattle marched down the field at the end of the game and got it done. And that would
they went 16-0 for most of that game, and that was one of the wildest comebacks. That was a Mike McCarthy coaching disaster class.
Yes, in the toughest building in the league to play in at that point, right? So like they had the year they went 15-1, and then Eli Manning had that horseshoe up his keister for a month again, right? And then he got there. So we're going to think a lot, I believe. Oh, my favorite factoid, though, with Aaron Rodgers is his real nemesis was Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick did it to that boy 3 times, twice in the playoffs, just destroyed.
In Lambeau.
In Lambeau in the playoffs the one year, and then 2 of them at Candlestick Park. One to start or whatever. I think they were still in Candlestick. One to start the season in 2013, and then in 2012 in the playoffs, where he had something like 180 yards before contact. It was nuts the way that wound up going. But I think because of all the other stuff with Aaron Rodgers, yes, we think about the fact that Dan Marino did not win a Super Bowl, but I think that we primarily think of the greatness of Dan Marino and then be like, well, damn, they did not win a Super Bowl. I think because of the other stuff about Rodgers, it is likely that we will think of it more in the context again of why you didn't get it done. And I think that will obscure what I think is truly like his greatness. Like if you were, and this is where lists like this get to be tricky. If you were to ask me who I thought was a better, okay, so I'll dial this out. I used to say this about Eli Manning versus Tony Romo. I don't think there's any question that Tony Romo was a better quarterback than Eli Manning. But if I need to go win a playoff game, there's also pretty much no question which one of them I'm going to take, and it's not Tony Romo.
Correct.
Those are competing thoughts that aren't necessarily contradictory. I think Aaron Rodgers is a better player, a better athlete, than Tom Brady, but one of them got 7 Super Bowl rings and one of them got 1.
Right, and
Right?
for the beginning of that career, we were able to tie a lot of that to Mike McCarthy, but Matt
Yes.
LaFleur gets there, he wins 2 MVPs, and we still see the same struggles
Yes.
with Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. So,
Yes.
it's hard. I mean, it's hard to remove.
But we're talking peak, and I'm going to pull up some of these numbers here so you can understand when we say peak with Aaron Rodgers. And I say we're really talking about like 2010 through about 2015, 2016, maybe. The touchdown interceptions numbers, because the blessing and curse of Aaron Rodgers is the low interception numbers, but also because of a problematic level of risk aversion.
Didn't want to be Brett Favre.
Didn't want to make the mistake, and too much did not want to make the mistake. But dude, 2011, 45 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. 2012, 39 and 8. 2013, he was hurt for much of the year. 2014, 38 and 5. 2015, 31 and 8. 2016, 40 and 7. 2020, 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions at the age of 37. Like, dude, this one was different. He also was,
eclectic.
Different. Eclectic. It's not just. I remember when it's different was kind of cool. Like, hey, y'all booed the Muslims. That wasn't cool, right? And then something happened, and that boy got radicalized, and now.
One of the themes we talk about the show is the dangers of being on the internet too much.
Way too much. No supervision. Boy needs supervision.